EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
White. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
21. Here we go.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check Mike 47. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Mike, ready.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Brees now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use
NFL seasons. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Check Mike 54. We don't want this. Watch your kill. Hey, watch the ship. Out.
Ready, catch.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
on 3rd down. That's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deep Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, Delta! Stay hot!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
95-56.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch me. Watch the pass.
So after the INT, it's Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down, Brees. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
12.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Now Brees on third down. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Mostert. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Silver. Hatchet.
Hey, kill.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is the blinds trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. 21.
Now Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Here we go.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
1st down, 49ers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Pass complete here to Sanders. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Mostert, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a play fake. Garoppolo got his target, Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
65.
Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Check 4.
80 weapon.
56, the mic, boys.
21.
56.
Breeze going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separate.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
47.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And this is Cook with a grab. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, Harris. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
That's a game of 7.
Ready.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Good. Ready.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. I got him.
Check 26. Check 20.
Kill.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Here we go.
At the 16-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Dolphins have moved out in front of the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Breeze to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
95-56.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, easy.
Play. Mike 56.
Now Breeze. deep for Walker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and that's been a real issue for them during this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
You ready? 57. Come on. Opposite.
On first down, Breeze. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 33 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Buying time to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Breeze now to throw. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Here we go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Check right, check right.
Now Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Keep playing hard, buddy, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Garoppolo now. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. 3rd down here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
That right now... that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Rankins. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Young lady, young lady. 57 to Mike.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On 1st down, Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Breeze. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.